edition. So no cold feet, just hot takes here. We are back with our two refs, wedding officiant Robyn Walker and professional wedding planner Cassie Horrell, who have a whole social media series on wedding do's and don'ts. All hour, we've been debating some of the hottest wedding conversations on social media. Now, this is our rapid fire round of trending debates with our referees. First off, we know that wearing white to a wedding is the ultimate no-no, but did you know that some people say do not wear red to someone's wedding? There are tons of videos blowing up on social media right now asking this very hot question. Take a look.
Can you wear red to a wedding?
In my personal opinion, I think you can get away with red, but it depends on the dress.
I feel a little apprehensive about wearing red to a wedding.
Red? That's just such a bold color on its own to a wedding. I just feel like, no.
You don't wear red to a wedding because especially like a bright solid red, it could be like a showstopper and it could detract from the bride.
I don't think the girl in the corner with a red dress is going to outshine a bride. I've been to 50+ weddings and I've seen red be worn at every wedding. Don't ever think it was an issue.
You hear both. You hear you shouldn't, or you hear that it doesn't matter.
I just think it's crazy to wear red to a wedding.
I mean, it's really pretty.
I didn't know this was a thing. So we have some pictures of red dresses that have been in question. These are the red dresses. Robyn, did you know this was a thing?
I did not know this was a thing. I've officiated almost 250 weddings. I have never heard of don't wear red. I've seen tons of women in red at weddings, and it's not a problem.
I love the color red, and I like to wear red. I wear red to a wedding. I don't think there's any problem in wearing red.
I didn't think so, because you can stand out and you show up at a wedding in a bright yellow, you might steal the show in that. Like, how does that? All right, so next up, should wedding vows be exchanged publicly during the ceremony? According to the New York Times, some couples are now turning to the moment and doing something more intimate and private, that they are doing personalized vows without others present. That is a thing. The producer of this hour of our social media debates, young Tia over here, is getting married this summer. And Tia has decided to do her vows privately. So Tia, no one's around.
Right. So we were just thinking, like, there's really no more rules. Like, do what you're most comfortable with. And I feel like we both, my fiance and I, will be most comfortable pouring our hearts out, the most intimate things we'll ever say to each other in private. So
you're gonna just kick everybody out?
We're gonna do whatever the officiant tells us to say, but the handwritten stuff, I wanted to keep that to ourselves.
So you go? Do you exchange rings and then you say, okay, everyone leave?
Oh no. We'll do whatever that. I guess Robyn, you know what they say.
Yeah. So
whatever they tell me to say, I'll say that.
You'll say that.
Yeah. But
so the private vows tend to happen before the ceremony.
Oh.
So sometimes during the first look, they'll exchange their vows there. And I think Tia, she told me that they're gonna do it in the morning over a cup of coffee. They're not gonna be hiding from each other.
I'm breaking all the rules. We're not separating the day before. I'm gonna do this.
And then during the ceremony, they repeat their vows after me.
So they repeat the traditional ones after you, or whatever version they want.
Right.
But then the one where you say, you were the light of my life, you're my shining star, my moon.
Completely okay.
That's over.
Yes.
That's over coffee. Okay.
I mean, for a lot of people, they're just not comfortable pouring their hearts out in front of 100 different people.
No, I've never shown my wedding picture. You know how many publications have asked me to show my, I've never shown my wedding pictures because I just feel like you have to have something, and I hated my dress. But no, but I also think that some things you just have to hold on to. So I get that part of it. Well, okay, congratulations. Our bride, our Tam Fam bride, Tia. Robyn, Cassie, you were amazing. Thank you so much for being our refs. We'll be right back.